We've driven all that Lexus has to offer in the country. And yes, it wanted to set itself apart from its competitors by creating a niche. And that's done by strengthening the company's hybrid portfolio. This one, though, is a bit more luxurious. Well, the LS badge has been around for close to 3 decades now, and it has given its German rivals a run for their money, considering the fact that it was technologically ahead of its times, also technologically ahead of its rivals. But now the LS 500, in the 5th generation in fact, finds itself in the middle of a turf war to get the bigger pie. But this one is what we have. It costs 1,77 lakh rupees, and look at it. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? Those chisel looks up front, it's aggressive. That spindle grille is absolutely family look of the Lexus. Those Z-shaped headlamps, it's gorgeous and it's taut, it's brilliant looking. And look at the splash of chrome that Lexus has thrown in just to give it a bit of premiumness. There's the chrome up front, on the sides, alloy wheels, at the rear too. And yes, that might be an overdose of chrome, but well, it does it justice, doesn't it? When it comes to differentiation, Lexus definitely walks the walk as well as talks the talk. There's detail, quality of execution and imagination here. Lexus has even managed to invigorate the interior real estate where the door meets the dashboard, creating a sense of flow. Then there's the 12.3-inch central infotainment system, which can be navigated via touch control with haptic touch. The screen graphics themselves are a little low res though, and at odds with the beautiful setting inside the cabin. There's also no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The seats are phenomenally comfortable as you'd expect, with 28-way adjustment up front and a similar scope in the rear. The LS 500H uses an extended version of the global architecture luxury platform that underpins the LC 500 Coupe. Its chassis is a mix of aluminium and high tensile steel, and Lexus claims class-leading torsional rigidity, and it shows in the way this thing drives. What differentiates the Lexus brand in India is the fact that it has a whole bunch of hybrid cars in its portfolio. Now even its German competitors, or one which is based in the UK, does not really get those. So this one is special for India because it has a hybrid. Now the LS 500 gets a 3.5 litre V6 petrol engine up front, and there's a 310.8 kilovolts lithium ion battery at the back. Now the principle is the same as in the Camry. The internal combustion engine actually powers the lithium ion battery at the rear. Overall, the output is 354 brake horsepower, and that's pretty good. Now the low-end torque is provided by that electric motor. That's why right from the start actually there is power at your disposal. Yes, there is a bit of roll considering that the car is a bit longer. The 10-speed automatic gearbox combines a 4-speed automatic and a CVT, which helps in making it easier to cruise as well as get the burst of acceleration at the early stages. And of course, there's the electric assist from the hybrid drive, which clearly makes it even more interesting. But if you own one of these, you'll hardly end up driving it anyway, and that means the rear seat is the place to be. Well, like all luxury car manufacturers, Lexus too ensures that you get the most features at the rear, and that's why I'm right here trying to enjoy it all. You get your own infotainment system, you get your own controls for the climate control unit, and a lot more. So let's get into this to basically understand what it's all about. Well, let's start with the audio and visual, which basically is going to be the infotainment system. Then of course you have heated and cooled ventilated seats back here, and then you have the seat reconfiguration. What this also has is a shiatsu
massage system. So basically, to take out all that tiredness from inside of you. What I'm going to do is now, I have had an early morning and we've been shooting all day. So what I'm going to do is just, well, press this button right here which says full body stretch and enjoy it while I can.
The new Lexus LS then is a perfect blend of technology and luxury and brings something new to the table, especially when compared to cars like the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, BMW 7 Series and even the Audi A8. Yes, it has its faults and may not be as technically proficient as some of its competitors, yet it has its own identity in the crowded space of luxury cars. Lexus with the LS has brought a sword to a gunfight, but when it's a katana, it's still just as lethal.